I welcome you all. In this video, we will discuss the procedure to design lever. So there are three steps to design the lever. First of all, we'll see what are the parts in this lever that we have to design. So first is this lever arm. So this lever arm may have the rectangular cross section or elliptical cross section. And the second part is the pins present at location A, B and C. So these pins are required to have the relative motion between support and this lever arm. So first of all, we'll see the forces acting on this lever. So first is W, which is nothing but the load applied at position A. Second, effort P, which is required to lift this load W. And third will be at this point B, which will be the reaction because of these two external loads. So reaction we can show here at this point B in vertical upward direction. Now in this lever we have three forces. First is W acting downward, which is the external load. Effort P acting downward, which is used to lift this load W. And third is the reaction R at the fulcrum, which is in upward direction. So in the step number 1, we have to analyze the forces, or we have to calculate the forces whichever are unknown. So first step we can write like this. So in the step number 1, we have to write like this: calculate the effort P, load W or reaction R, whichever is unknown. Okay, so first of all we'll see how to find out either P, W or R, whichever is unknown, for the lever as shown in this figure. So in this figure the lever is shown, it has load arm and effort arm. Okay, and this angle between load arm and effort arm is 180 degree. Okay, or this load arm and effort arm are in one line. Okay, so first of all we'll see if the load arm and effort arm are in one line, how to find out this P, W and R. Or if in the second case we'll see if there is an angle between load arm and effort arm, that angle may be 90 degree or other than 90 degree. In that case, how to find out P, W, R, that we'll see later on. Now to find out this P, W and R, let us consider the first case. For lever having load arm and effort arm at 180 degree. So as this is a load arm and this is effort arm, an angle between these two arms is 180 degree. So in this case we have to find out the equation to find out either P, W or R. Okay, so in order to find out this first P or W, whichever is unknown, we have to take the bending moment at B. Okay, so by taking the bending moment at B, about B, so by taking bending moment about point B, we get W into, so force is W and distance, perpendicular distance is L2. So W into L2 is equal to P into L1. Perpendicular distance is L1. So P into L1. So from this equation we can calculate, either P or W, whichever is unknown. Okay, so generally in the problems, this load acting on the lever will be given, that is load to be lifted will be given in the problem, and P, that is effort to lift this load W, we have to calculate. Okay, so generally it is the case, P will be generally unknown and W will be generally given in the numericals. Okay, so equation number 1 can be used to find out either P or W. Now let us consider the second case, point, that is how to find out this reaction R. So it is simple, as all these forces are vertical, P and W are vertical downward and R is vertical upward. So just we have to take the vertical summation of forces. Okay, so we have to consider the vertical summation of forces, that is forces in y direction, equal to 0. So let us consider the first force. So it is minus W because it is in downward direction. Let us consider the forces in downward direction, negative. So minus W. R is vertical upward, so we have to take it as a positive, and P is vertical downward, so we have to take it as a negative. So minus W plus R minus P is equal to 0. So from this equation we can get the equation to find out this R, that is R is equal to W plus P. Okay, so this is the second equation. and it is used to calculate the reaction R which is acting at the fulcrum. Now second point, consider for lever having load arm and effort arm at 90 degree, which we call it as a right angled bell crank lever. So we know that the arm at which load is applied, external load, this is called as load arm. Distance from the fulcrum is L2. This is the fulcrum about which this lever will oscillate. This is the point at which effort is applied, so this is the effort arm, and the length of effort arm is L1, and angle between these two is 90 degree. Okay, so this we call it as a right angled bell crank lever. Now in this case the reaction will be at this fulcrum. So this will be the reaction at this fulcrum. So first of all we have to see the equation to find out either P or W. Okay, so to find out P or W we can use the same relation by taking the bending moment about this point B. So let us write this point A at which the W is applied. This is the point B at fulcrum, and this is the point C at which effort is applied. Same like we have given the names notations here. Okay, so now first of all we have to take the bending moment about point B. Okay, so by taking the bending moment or summation of bending moment at point B is equal to 0. So this bending moment because of this W with respect to point B is anticlockwise, so we have to take W into perpendicular distance L2, and this bending moment because of this force P with respect to point B is clockwise, so it is negative, minus P into L1 is equal to 0. So we can get this equation like this: W into L2 is equal to P into L1. So we get the same ratio as we have got for first case, that is W upon P is equal to L1 upon L2. So this equation number 1 can be used to find out either P or W, whichever is unknown. Generally W will be given and effort P we have to determine. Okay, now second case, to find out reaction R. To find out this reaction R we have to use directly this relation. R is equal to reaction at fulcrum can be calculated using this equation. R is equal to under root W square plus P square. Okay, so this is the second equation which we can use to find out reaction at fulcrum. So we can note these two equations to find out first P or W and second R, that is reaction at fulcrum. Now the third point in this calculation of forces or force analysis is for lever having load arm and effort arm at an angle greater than 90 degree. So this type of lever is called as bell crank lever and with angle other than 90 degree. So this angle theta is greater than 90 degree. This is the load W, this is the effort P to lift this load W, and the load arm is L2, effort arm is L1 as usual, and this is the fulcrum about which this lever will oscillate. Now there will be reaction at this fulcrum which is nothing but a reaction R, so that we have to show here. So this is the reaction R at this fulcrum. Okay, so first of all we have to see the equation to find out either P or W. To find out this P or W, generally P will be unknown, W will be given. Okay, so still we'll use the equation, derive the equation to find out P or W. So by taking the bending moment about point B we can get this equation. So let us consider this as a point A, this as a point B, and this as a point C. So by taking the summation of bending moment or bending moment at B equal to 0, so force at this point A is W into perpendicular distance from this point B is L2. So W into L2 is, this is the anticlockwise bending moment, so we have to take it as a positive. And now let us consider the force P. So force P causes the clockwise bending moment, that we have to take negative. So P into perpendicular distance from this point B is L1. So P into L1 is equal to 0. So we can get the W into L2 is equal to P into L1, and therefore we get equation like this: W upon P is equal to L1 upon L2. This equation we have got for previous two cases also. So this equation remains same, and which can be used to find out either W or P Okay, now let us consider the second equation to find out reaction at fulcrum. Okay, so to find out this reaction at fulcrum, that is at point B, we have direct equation that is given by R is equal to under root W square plus P square minus twice WP cos theta. Okay, where this W is load acting on the lever, P is effort required to lift this load, and this theta is nothing but the angle between load arm and effort arm, which will be given in the numerical. So at the end of a force calculation, we will get, or we will have the three forces P, W and R. Okay, but which force we have to select for the further design? So it is the question. Okay, so basically for the safe design we have to select the maximum value from P, W and R for further calculation. So we have to write this sentence here, that for safe design select the maximum value from P, W and R for further calculation. So I have written here, for safe design select the maximum value from P, W and R for further calculation. That means we have to select the maximum value from P, W and R, and we have to use this maximum value for further design of lever.